Broadway stars are in the house today. The musical If Then. TPAC and the crowd absolutely loved it. It's a contemporary show that debuted on Broadway in 2014, and the two stars who are with us today were members of that Broadway cast. The two are veterans of the stage. Among their many roles, Jackie Burns played Elphaba in Wicked on Broadway. LaShawns won a Tony Award as Celie in The Color Purple. Let's welcome Jackie and LaShawns to tell us all about this fantastic show. It's called If Then. Welcome to both of you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to have you with us.
Thank you for having us.
So the crowd was on their feet last night. That must feel really good.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about this show, If Then. It's a little difficult to explain, isn't it?
It's about my character. You meet her on the eve of coming back to the city and getting freshly divorced and starting her life over, and she's meeting two friends in the park, one being fabulous LaShawns, who plays Kate, and the other being the fabulous Anthony Rapp, who plays Lucas. And for the rest of the show, you watch her life split in two, and you're watching how different her life would be from making the simple choice of going with one friend rather than the other, and that's...
Yeah, and you see both lives play out simultaneously.
Correct.
If she made one choice or another.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hard to follow a little bit. I mean, you have to really pay attention. But it's worth it because you see, both lives taking different directions, and it's fascinating.
It's fascinating to watch because, as we live, we make choices in life.
Yeah.
And the great thing about this musical is it focuses on if we had made one choice or the other. And we get to see what happens in Elizabeth's story when she makes a choice to hang out with her optimistic neighbor.
Yeah, which is you.
Which is played by me, or to go with her more rigid friend. We follow both journeys, and it's fascinating to see what happens.
Yeah. One of the things I loved about it too is there's a great message in there about if you take the risk and love, you risk the opportunity of feeling loss, but you miss the love if you don't.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, I think that's a great takeaway.
Absolutely.
It is. But it's also what you gain. It's also about what you gain if you make the choice of following a career. All the benefits and accolades that come along with that.
Yeah.
But then what you also are longing for. And I don't want to spoil
Give anything away.
Right,
No spoiler alerts.
No spoiler alerts. But it's just about finding what happens throughout that journey. And how rewarding it can be on both sides.
You originated your role of Kate on Broadway. What do you love about this character?
She's optimistic, she's funny, she's fun, she sees the glass half full, and she lives that way. She lives life with so much force, with the force of nature, and I love that about the character.
Yeah, that's great. Liz, or Beth, depending on who she is at the time, has a full range of emotions throughout the show. It's got to be a challenge to play that role.
You know what? It is, but it's written so well that it's a gift. I know it sounds so silly as an actor because it isn't that hard because it is written so well and so seamlessly that you just basically have to show up and say the lines, and you're gonna feel what you need to feel, and you're gonna take the audience on the journey that you need to take the audience on.
The music is so spectacular too, and I have not heard two better singers on stage at TPAC in recent memory. I'm serious.
So
I mean, you
nice.
have great pipes. I mean, wow.
Thank
it's
you.
worth coming just to hear the two of you, but the rest of the cast is exceptional as well.
We do have a fantastic cast of actors.
You really
They're
do.
all wonderfully talented and just as nice on stage as off.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Nashville. So glad you were able to be with us today.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
We love it here. Yeah.
Good.
Forward to it.